According to the latest NBC News poll, 46% of Americans think DOGE is a good idea versus 40% who think it's bad. Meanwhile, the DOGE cuts have Minnesota federal workers fired up and firing off at lawmakers. Throughout the day, they rallied at the state capitol in downtown Minneapolis to talk about how cuts have affected their jobs. Ian Russell has more on their concerns.
U.S. mail, not for sale.
In downtown Minneapolis,
Red, white, and blue, we deliver for you.
frustrations fill the air.
This is a big deal for a lot of people because it does affect everyone in the state and the country.
Postal workers protested Thursday against pushes from the Trump administration to privatize the U.S. Postal Service.
The U.S. mail is not for sale.
Close to 30 of the federal workers rallied outside the downtown post office.
Musk has got to go.
They're not the only ones pushing back.
Thank you for joining us.
Union members from multiple federal agencies also voiced their concerns with the Trump administration at the state capitol.
We're here to show Minnesotans that Donald Trump and Elon Musk won't reduce our federal workers to lines on that balance sheet. They are real people, and they're here with us today.
That includes employees of the USDA, VA, and TSA. Recent actions by the Trump administration and Elon Musk's DOGE have left them on edge, including thousands of job cuts from the VA.
Out of these 80,000 or so positions, we would lose approximately 1,300 of them. This would impair our ability to provide timely and quality care to our veterans.
2 weeks ago, Homeland Security ended their collective bargaining agreement with TSA officers in an effort to remove bureaucratic hurdles impacting TSA employees like Michelle Snyder.
Pretty much a slap in the face to our federal officers and the impact that we've made on flight security.
Minnesota State Republicans spoke broadly about the cuts during budget discussions earlier this month, saying these cuts are focusing how money is spent.
What is great to see is it's no longer the status quo in D.C., and we're actually asking those tough questions of how we're going to be funding priorities, not just in Minnesota, but across the country.
Those union members at the Capitol today say they've met with staff from our Republican congressional members' offices. I reached out to their spokespeople to see what those conversations entailed and if there were any thoughts to share from those elected officials. And staff from those offices told me they were checking on that and checked on how those conversations went.
Were the people just upset that their jobs were cut by the decision seemingly by the executive branch, or were they upset by the way it was done? Does that make sense?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think they were upset that these cuts were happening and then how abrupt they were as well.
I see. All right. Ian Russell, thanks very much.